So I'm in the Sheffield Makers Winter Garden shop and I'm staffing. I would have filmed setting up my space that I'm going to show you just now, but the music wasn't working in the shop, so I had to put a podcast on off my phone, so I couldn't use my phone to film. But this is it. I'll turn you around so you can see it properly, but this is what we've been spraying in the garden and getting all sorted, ready to make an eye-catching display. I really love it. I love how vibrant it is, I love how bright and eye-catching it is, and a bit more cohesive with the colours. Obviously there's only so much I can do with my space because there's other people's things here, but I really love it. I love my little crate shelves. When I get some more cards, which are arriving today while I'm at the shop, I'll be able to refill that with more than just a couple of card designs. I've got my wooden pin badges up there, and I've had to keep everything on with this yellow elastic, but I really like this. I got the elastic for when I was doing the market stalls, if I ever do market stalls, but just to stop things blowing off. But it works in the shop because obviously if that wasn't on, when someone wiggled this, everything would fall off. But I love it. What do you think? Hello, it's Friday. So yesterday I was in the Winter Gardens Sheffield Maker shop. I had intended to film a lot for you because it's a really nice shop and I wanted to show you like all the little bits and bobs. But I was spending such a lot of time doing, turn around this way so the light's better. Spending such a lot of time doing the rejig of my workspace that I ended up with no time. And also the music in there wasn't working, so I had to use my phone to put a podcast on because that's all I had on my phone. So yeah, sorry about that. But today I am back and I'm filming. My hair is so messy, but I'm going to go out in the garden later as soon as my B&Q delivery comes. So there's no point washing my hair because I'm going to get dirty and sweaty and I'm going to have a hat on. But until then, I want to show you something that's happened. Not something that's happened, something that's arrived. Ta-da! I've got some prints. I'm going to try and put you on a stand or something and I'm going to show you. Right, so look at this gorgeous print. Get the one from the bottom. So this print here is my print club, my Patreon put my teeth back in, my Patreon print club print, and it's absolutely bloody gorgeous. So it's 21 centimetres by 21 centimetres and it's printed on recycled paper and it features cats for days, cats, and I think it looks amazing. So for those that don't sell, there's only going to be 10 of those available. Those that don't sell, I'm going to put them in my embersandink.co.uk. But if you want to get involved, join the print club on my Patreon tier. So it's patreon.com/Emma Woodthorpe, and every month you'll get a physical print to your door for the months that you've signed up to be a member. So you can cancel at any time or you can change your tier at any time, so that's completely flexible for you. But if you sign up in April, this is going to be the print that you'll get. And there's only 5 slots available on my print club. So there's 5 places available in the UK and 5 places available internationally. So it's dead limited. But I'm really pleased with how they turned out. And I've also got a few cards. So you've seen this one because I've already stood it up. But what I've been doing, I've been getting ahead with some of my card designs. So normally I'll think of end of school cards or Father's Day cards, for instance, a week before Father's Day or a week before schools break up, and it's too late for me to do anything about it. So I've got ahead today. I've got my new logo on the back with my new web address and my card. I think it's really nice. I'll show you my designs that I've got. So I've got, this is how they come flat like this. So I've got thank you teacher. Now we can both go to the toilet whenever we like. I've got Happy Father's Day. I like that one. You've seen that one, thank you teacher. We've got thank you teaching assistant, in a similar vein to the other one. Thank you teaching assistant. Now we can both go to the toilet whenever we like, and obviously that will be folded. Obviously it will be folded. And then lastly, but not leastly, we've got thank you teaching assistant. I am going to get these photographed. Hello. I am going to get these photographed this weekend, hopefully, and put on my shop so you can buy them. But yeah, not today, because today is a gardening day. What I've got coming from B&Q today, for those of you who aren't in the UK, I don't know if you have B&Q anywhere else. B&Q is a garden shop, and what I've got coming today is a load of peat-free compost and a staple gun, because what I'm going to do, I'm going to line I've got about 2 or 3, probably 4 years ago now actually, I got my friend to make some wooden flower beds, some flower containers. They're quite big for my front garden. My front garden's got like 4 lavender plants in them, and I wanted to put my lavender plants in these wooden containers, but because they're wood you need to line them. So I've bought some pond liner which I will line. Obviously I'll put drainage holes in the bottom, but I didn't have any staple guns or anything to attach it, so they're coming today. I've got compost coming today, which is peat free, very important guys, and yeah, I'm excited. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not going to photograph these things because I'm going to get dirty hands, and I really want to get the lavender repotted before it starts to flower, because once it flowers it's covered in bees and that will be impractical. So yeah, I'll try and get a bit of filming done in the garden, but if I don't, I'll show you the finished result. I'm exhausted, so I didn't do a lot of filming, but I was so busy. It's actually harder than it looks putting a liner in a wooden planter, and I've got, let's see if you can see, I've got scratches all the way up my arm from wrestling the lavender out of its old pots. You see that? Look like I've gone 7 rounds with Dave. It's just old and scratchy, but I did it. I got it all in there. I ran out of compost. Luckily Andy came back from work early, so he very kindly went down to B&Q and picked up another load of compost that I ordered on Click and Collect. So that's all done, and it feels so good to finally get those plants planted up in the planters. My poor old friend made those planters for me, like, it's got to be 5 years ago, at least 5 or 6 years ago, maybe, I don't know, time's gone weird. But yeah, they're finally being put to good use, and I know it looks a bit muddy and messy in the front garden, but it looks 100 times better than it did this morning, so I'm pleased with that. But I'm absolutely knackered. I've just had a shower and just laid down on my bed very quickly to check my phone, and I don't think I can get up. I've got very little core strength left anymore. Even putting my legs down, that hurts. I might go out in the garden again tomorrow and just fart around with my front garden. It's nice getting little jobs like that done. It's made me feel a bit more like I'm moving forward. But I'm going to go and have dinner. Maybe have a cheeky beer and loaf in front of the telly. I think I'm going to need help getting downstairs though. Tell you what, I'm going to sleep tonight. So it's Saturday evening now, and it's been another day where I couldn't film anything because I've been outside doing... I'm going to show you what I've been doing in a minute. I'm going to show you my finished flower beds out of my front window, and also the little bit of woodworkery-ness that I've been doing today. It probably shouldn't have taken me all day, but I had to handsaw quite a lot of things, and the wood's been out for quite a long time outside. And I think it was a bit damp inside, so it was just a little bit difficult to cut. And I had to keep coming back because the wall's wonky. You'll see in a minute, but the wall that I'm trying to measure it up against is wonky. So I had to keep going back, sawing a little bit off and then coming back, and it was a bit time consuming. And I'm really tired now. So as you can probably tell, I've just got out of the shower, got my pyjamas on, and I'm about to put a pizza in. But I didn't want to end today without showing you what I've done. So let me turn you around. So these are the flower beds that I'm lined and filled yesterday. I'm pleased that my lavender hasn't died. This is lavender, and when it's in the spring, in the summer, the lavender will come up to about here, and it's covered in bees. They really love it. And then over here, I've used some leftover wood that we've had just lying around in the garden since we had our cellar converted, and I've made a little kind of retainer wall for this. This is all just kind of like falling down onto here. Eventually on this bit here, in case anyone's interested, eventually on this bit here I want to, we've got some old reclaimed quarry tiles, which when we took the concrete up from underneath, from on top of here, you can see where the old quarry tiles were there originally. So we bought some matching quarry tiles from a reclaimed place, and they're ready to go in there. But until that happens, because I want to get someone to do it properly rather than just me mess it up. I think I'm just going to put like pebbles on top of there, because I've got a big bag of builder's pebbles here from when the cellar was done, and I've also got some in the back garden that are a bit bigger from, I think the previous owners might have left them. So I'm just going to cover that with a bit of plastic, and so the plastic that was left over from the compost bags, I'm going to reuse that, put that underneath so the weeds don't grow through, and then put some pebbles there. I think it's going to look pretty nice. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. But now I'm going to go and put my pizza in the oven and chill out, because I am more tired than I should be after today. It's been hot as well, really hot, which I'm not complaining about. It's been nice. Oh, and you know what I found in the garden? I've got an apple tree in the back garden. My back garden's not very big, but I've got... I decided to train an apple tree. I think it's called espaliering. I espaliered an apple tree on the back wall anyway, so it's flat to the wall. And we get lovely little pink apples, pink fleshed apples out of there. And I found some apple tree seedlings growing from the windfalls from last year. So I'm going to try and nurture those and get another couple of apple trees out of it. I love a freebie. My dad would be proud. Right, I'm going to go and maybe put some more moisturiser on because I'm so red and blotchy. And then eat my pizza. So go on, you go, and I'll film you tomorrow. Hello. So it's Sunday. Yesterday was the Indie Roller Bundle event. You saw me, time's gone funny, I don't know if it was last week or yesterday, but I was filming and explaining that I was setting up some bundles to sell in this online selling event. So I had my cat lovers bundle, my plant lovers bundle. So the cat lovers bundle was a mug and some cards. The plant lovers bundle was my wooden pins and a print. The bird lovers bundle was all 8 of my bird cards for half price. Children's activity bundle, which was Our Dave and Our Dave colouring book. And the last one was something else. Oh, the stationery lovers bundle. So I had my 2 notepads and a pencil. And despite being in the garden all day yesterday, again, I mean, look at my arms. These are the scabs from trying to wrestle my lavender into the bowls, in the planters. They look even worse now they've scabbed over. Anyway, that's from gardening. Even though I was in the garden yesterday and didn't actually spend a lot of time promoting the event, I've made quite a few sales, which is nice. So I'm going to package those up today. You're going to see me do that. But one thing I wanted to talk about before I do, which is really nice, is that recently I've signed Embers and Ink, which is my shop, my business, up to, it's an environmental organisation called Ecologi. Now this isn't sponsored at all. I'm not trying to sell you anything. It's just something that's happened to me, and I thought you might be interested. So Embers and Ink, with my business and in my personal life, I want to be as planet friendly as possible, as eco-friendly and as eco-conscious as I can. So you'll know by now that Embers and Ink doesn't use plastic in their packaging or in their materials. You know, I've got wooden pins instead of enamel pins because that's better on the environment. I source my materials to make sure they're sustainable and recycled or recyclable. But I wanted to do a little bit more. So I'd heard about this company called Ecologi, and apparently they planted trees on your behalf. You can fund like reforestation schemes. So I thought I'd look into it. And it's really affordable. Like for me, like I say, it's not sponsored, but like for me as a sole trader, it's just me, I can pay a monthly fee. I think it works out as £5.20 a month, and every month on my behalf, on my business's behalf, they will fund the planting of 11 trees around the world. It's really nice. You get this little, you get your little profile page for your business. You can do it as individuals as well. You get your little profile page and you get a little virtual forest, which is a virtual representation of the real trees that you've planted. And if you click on them, it will show you where that tree in the world has been planted. It doesn't show you the actual tree, but it tells you the reforestation project, the money that your money has gone towards, which will fund a tree to be planted in that area, which I think is really nice. And one thing that, this is the link guys, to my online selling event. So another thing that was really good, I've set my online shop up through a web provider called Shopify. Others exist, not sponsored, but I found that Ecologi have got a Shopify integration. So you can set it up, and then you can do it for every sale or for every certain amount spent. They will donate a tree. You will fund a tree to be planted. So I've set it up so for every $10, which is around £8-ish, that I earn through Embers and Ink. So it doesn't have to be all in one go, it's cumulative. So for every £8-ish that I earn at embersandink.co.uk, I will fund, money will go out of that account, and that will fund the planting of an extra tree, which gets put in your little virtual forest. Obviously it is a real tree, it's just represented in your virtual forest, but you can see your forest grow. So during yesterday's online selling event, I can see that my customers and me have helped to fund the planting of 7 trees. 7 trees that weren't there yesterday. Now I'm not a fool, I know they haven't actually planted them yesterday. It's money that's gone towards these 7 trees will be planted in this reforestation project, but it's blowing my mind. I really love it. I'm really in love with this setup and this company. A really transparent company as well. I mean, if you are interested, like I say, not sponsored. There are other companies doing similar things, I'm pretty sure, but they're so transparent. And I love that you get your own page and you can really see the kind of progress that you're making. Because sometimes, guys, when you're doing like environmental things, it can feel a little bit like you're swimming against the tide. Like if you do litter picks and then the next day you go back to the place that you've picked litter and it's covered in litter again, and it can feel a little bit demoralising. But here you can really see the difference that you're making in your little virtual forest, which represents real trees. And also it tells you how much carbon those trees have managed to capture, so you can get an idea of your actual impact as a business or an individual. The project that they're funding at the moment, I mean it changes through time, but at the moment they're funding, I think, the reforestation of mangroves. Have I said that right? mangrove plantations in Madagascar, and mangrove trees apparently capture, like, I think it's something like 3 times more carbon than regular rainforest, so pretty good. But yeah, so go and check them out. I'll pop the link down below if you are interested. Like I say, not sponsored. But haha, here's the thing. If you do sign up through my link, if you're interested, if you're a business or an individual, and you click on my link and then you decide to go and click and sign up, Ecologi will fund the planting of 30 extra trees each. So you'll get 30 extra trees in your little virtual forest and in the real world. But that's as much as I have a kind of an affiliate link with them. I don't get anything from that, apart from the fact that I live in the world and more trees means better things. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to get on and start packaging because these need to go to the post office tomorrow, and I haven't got all day because I really want to get out in the garden again. It's a lovely day and I've been sorting my front garden out, so I want to get on with that. But yeah, come and join me while I package. It's Tuesday and I'm going to edit this video really soon, but I just wanted to show you all of the lovely cards that I got sent the other day have now been folded and put with their envelopes and stored away. I just want to show you how satisfying it is. So here they are. Oh, you can't even see them, they're so tightly packed. I photographed all of these yesterday. Happy Father's Day. Yeah, I photographed all these yesterday and they are now on the website. I've got to say, my Father's Day card, if I can find it. Where is it? Blue one. I think these guys are my favourites. Happy Father's Day. My first Father's Day card that I've properly done. So I'm really pleased to get that done. But yeah, they're all on my website now. If you're interested, go and have a little look. The link is down in the video description. But that is where I'm going to leave this week's video. So until next week, take care of yourself, keep washing those hands, and I'll see you next time. Bye!